What's good with Pat Gang? It's your girl Mikki checking in, guys. And today, we are joined here with Miss Shanda. She is the owner of Sexxy and Seconds Boutique, and we are continuing our celebration of small business owners. She's going to tell us a little bit about the products that she has, as well as why she started her business. So make sure you guys tune in, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's go.
Your lip gloss, tote bags, like accessories, sunglasses, and so much more. We are your number one stop shop for all of your women, your self-care needs. We even have Mediterranean bath salt as well, and that is just amazing. So I started my online business because I am a postpartum mother. And I am wanting to bring some beautiful trendy pieces and items to inspire all women, but specifically women who has encountered postpartum depression. Postpartum depression is a depression that women experience after giving birth to their child. And it is a depression that's not really talked about enough. So that's why I want to make sure that I am bringing awareness to the seriousness of this type of depression. Um, and through my products that I do offer, they will definitely inspire you to want to bring your inner sexy back out. For example, me, when I went through postpartum depression, I did not do my hair. I really did not get dressed, and that's the complete opposite of who I really am. Um, so that kind of inspired me, like, okay, I know I'm not the only woman who experienced something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So he just help bring awareness and help let them know, like, you're beautiful. You're still sexy, even though you had a baby. And I know some women, including myself, we may struggle with, weight gain, weight loss during and after, pregnancy. And that may kind of, you know, put us in that dark place as well, because we're like, oh my God, my body's changed. I have stretch marks. Honey, I have it all. And guess what? That just means that you're extra sexy. Okay. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. So you know, let me just give a couple of things to kind of give you an idea of if you may be possibly dealing with postpartum depression. Um, it could be weight gain, weight loss. It could be hair, like your hair during pregnancy, it may grow a whole lot. But then after you have your child, like myself, my hair shedded a whole lot, especially around my edges. And I've always had that thick, long, pretty hair. But then literally I could do this and my hair was just coming out. Like it was just shedding bad. I noticed how I would go through mood swings a lot. I would just, and I noticed how I wasn't as happy. I wasn't the bubbly, giggly person because in real life, like I'm really goofy. You'll be like, girl, I'm really goofy. So when I noticed that all of that was not there anymore, that's when I just kind of had to sit back. And it was hard for me to really open up to let somebody know that something was wrong because I'm in denial, like, no, like it's just like I don't know what it is, but it's I got to shake this. But then when it got to the point where I felt like it was getting really serious, that's when I spoke with my doctor, and my doctor said, yes, it's postpartum depression, and it's normal. It's very normal. So if you're having any of those symptoms, weight gain, weight loss, loss of appetite, feeling anxiety, feeling just like you're just detached, all of that, it's normal. Don't think you're going crazy. Speak to somebody so that, speak to your doctor so that it can be diagnosed correctly. And it's okay. It's not, don't feel like, oh, I'm losing it, or it's okay. Um, some of the things that actually helped me through postpartum depression was journaling. I journal a lot. I'm the queen of journals. I have so many different journals. Give yourself grace. Just, don't beat yourself down. Don't say, oh, well, don't tell yourself negative words, because when you tell yourself that, guess what? That's what you're going to let out. Speak positivity into yourself. If you need to go on the porch, take a break, get an iced tea. If you need to walk around the block, if you have a partner who can, help you with cooking, or take the baby to a relative's house just to give you that moment, please take that moment because you need it. It's a lot after having a baby. So that's who I am. That's what I'm about. Just bringing awareness to it because it's not a topic that's talked about enough. So that's why I am here. That's why I started my brand. And That's me.
No, I love that because like you said, it's not something that's talked about a lot. So you have some women who may go through it and they're like, no, I'm a mom. I'm supposed to be able to bounce back from this. I don't need any help. This is just what comes with it. And it's like,
Yes.
yes, there are many things that come with being a mom. There are, but certain things, like you said, when it's getting to the point where like you're starting to notice like a change in you, you need to kind of seek help and see what's kind of going on. And I love the way you broke it down because some people may, just be like, oh, I'm just focused so much on them. I'm not thinking about me. And they think that maybe that's why, oh, my hair is falling out because I haven't done my normal hair routine because I've been so busy being a mom. And it's like you have to find that difference between, just making excuses and really seeing what is going on. So I
I
I definitely love how you just kind of broke that down and the education you just kicked in that was like, so girl, I'm sitting here listening, like, okay, well, okay, okay. After my second one, maybe I did. So I love that. And so, like you said, for you, it was a way for you to kind of get back to you and you notice, okay, I'm not dressing up like I normally do. I'm not doing the things I normally do. And sometimes we say, okay, I'm just tired. I'm just
yeah.
tired. But what's that line for you that you think will be between I'm tired and like no, something's wrong?
Just my happiness, just me laughing. Like literally, we could just sit here and we could just talk about something, just something outside, and I'm going to make a joke about it because I just like to see people smile. And when it got to the point where I wasn't doing that, and I just really sat back one day and was like, when's the last time that I really laughed? Like, and then I could be on the phone with my sisters, like they are some of the best jokers. They would have you bugging up. So when I noticed that I just wasn't laughing enough, and I'm just like, you just know that you're just not that person who you were, you
Mhm.
know? And then to kind of piggyback on what you were saying, just as mothers, we are more nurturing and
Mhm.
we do tend to put everybody in front of us and we take the back seat. So we just have to come, we do have to find that fine line to where, okay, like I can take care of everyone else,
Mhm.
but remember to do something every day for myself too. So
Mhm.
if that's to have a glass of wine by the candle and journal, if that's to go and, go to the store and just do a little bit of self-therapy, just getting something, going online, because I know it's a lot going on. So if you just want to go online and, shop with somebody, if you want to go to, and go and get a frappe or something, something,
Okay.
and take a walk down the trail, just something,
Mhm.
just to get out of that mommy mode for a moment. Like you have to do that because it becomes so heavy sometimes where you're just like, oh my God, like am I like I feel like I'm losing myself, and that's the worst feeling.
It really is. And to be honest, that's why I started my self-care videos that I do on my channel because I'm telling you, I was wearing the business hat, the employee hat, the wife hat, the mom hat. And I'm like, wait a minute. When
Yeah.
was the last time I did something for me? When was the last time, like you said, I got that just good knee jerking, crying, ugly face laugh in? you know,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you really have to think about that. And sometimes you have to dig back in there and get that me hat. And what I had to do was relearn like who I was and talk about a process in itself.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I
It
was like,
is.
okay, I'm not gonna say lost, but I kind of threw a lot of me in the back corner. So, and I really think sometimes, like you said, getting back to how you used to dress or something that made you happy. And with a lot of women, that is, let me go get my hair done. Let me get this new outfit I've been looking at. I done lost 2 pounds. Let me show it off a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So I definitely love how you chose to bring the two together and something that could be such a hard process to go through. It's depression. You think of okay, it's just bad, it's just me, because we always do that. We just make it's just us, no one else, just us, that go
Yeah.
through that. But I love how you blended the two together because you can make such a beautiful thing and you can do your journaling. You can do the shopping that gets back to you and what you like. And I even like how, like I said, you gradually put the two together. And I really think that's going to connect with a lot of women out there because it gives them hope. I can do this. And
Yeah.
you're out here and you're telling your story and it's like, nope, I can do this. She can do this. I can do it. Maybe, maybe I am going through that because what she said was very close to what I've been going through. So
Mhm.
I like that. I like that you put a face to it. It's not just the doctor saying, okay, this is what you have. And you're like, okay, well, what is that? You know?
But yeah, so because as soon as, especially our community, as soon as we hear depression, we're just like, no, because we're taught to be so strong all the time. And it's like, it's okay to talk to somebody.
Yes.
Like if you don't want to talk to your doctor, at least talk to a relative because
Mm-hmm.
they need somebody who has went through it. And then they can be like, okay, this is what it is. So then when you finally do become comfortable with talking to your doctor, then you know what questions to ask,
Yeah.
But I always say you must talk to your doctor about it because they can properly diagnose it. There is a difference between postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety. And just because you have postpartum anxiety, that does not mean that you have the depression portion, Yeah. So I'm just bringing beautiful queens up. If they want to talk, talk about their story, definitely message me because we just need to bring awareness to it. We have to, because there's women out there who suffer in silence, and
Mm-hmm.
some women unalive themselves because of it, And it's something that if we can put our stories out there to make them feel comfortable, like, okay, it's not me, you know,
Yeah.
it's what we have to do because it's that important.
It really is. And like you said, it's putting that face to it. It's not just this is diagnosis, this is what normally happens. It's like, no, you put a face on it. It makes it more relatable. And then the fact that you are willing to give your testimony, but you also are giving them ways to help get through it. Like here's journaling that you mentioned, the lives that you do where they can come on and even if they're afraid to say anything, they can see and hear some of the other things that's going on, hear some
Yeah.
other potential testimonial. And that gives you that sense of I'm not alone. There's nothing wrong with me.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean I do love that. And every pregnancy is different. You may have experienced it with one of them, but didn't know what it was. And you just kind of brushed it off. And maybe it's lingering. Maybe, those
Yeah.
are the answers for you. So yeah, I do love that. And so getting to a little bit more into the business aspect, when did you start? Like how long have you been in business?
Yeah. So I've been in business for 2 years now. I started August 14th of 2020. So,
Okay.
and it was in the middle of the pandemic. But it was just like, okay, I've been through this. I want to inspire other beautiful queens, and then put the pandemic on top of it, and people having babies during the pandemic. It's like that's a lot,
Yeah.
Then they're battling postpartum as well. Like that is a lot. You're stuck in the house. You cannot do anything. You just like for myself, we just couldn't go nowhere. The only place that we could go was just to the grocery store and back, right? So it's like you have to sit on the porch. You have to walk around the community. So it's just like, oh, I like, and then, thank goodness I did not like my two children. My oldest, he'll be 19 this Saturday.
All
And
right.
then I have the baby who's 4. So they're not like stair step back to back
Mhm.
because, because that could be another challenge as well. If you have different personalities, which is, that's closer in age,
Mhm.
um, that could be a lot more. So my oldest, he was able to help me a lot, just give me that break and, things like that. So that really mattered.
I that's kind of what me and my husband did. We tried to have ours kind of separate so they could help because we
Uh-huh.
have 12, 8, and 4.
Okay.
Um, and so my oldest, she helps as much as she can, but she does have autism, so it's a little hard sometimes. But like you said, sometimes just knowing for me, okay, I can send the three of them in a room with a movie and some snacks and maybe a tablet. I have about a good hour, hour and a half. And like you said, you have to make that
Yeah.
breathing time. It doesn't make you less of a, a good mom. It's just it's giving you that breather. Because
Mm-hmm.
we know kids can come and they can ask a lot of questions. They can want a
Yeah.
whole lot of things. And before you know it, it's been 5 hours. You ain't watched that one movie that you've been trying to watch. It's only an hour and a half,
Yes.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
but
yeah,
yeah, but that hour and a half could mean all the difference for your day, So, we got to get it in when we can.
we do. Like you said, especially with being so limited now. And it's really crazy because everything that we're still going through, because we're still going through stuff as a society. And it's like you're really like you're getting close to one another because you're in the house more, but you
Mhm.
start to really, really feel like, okay, going into that 9 to 5 was giving me a sense of break. It was giving me a sense of me a little bit. So like you said, you have to find those things that still help you in your situation. And I love how we have all these great businesses that started in the midst of what could have been so devastating for a lot of people. I
Right.
actually started my business in October of 2020. So,
Okay.
you know, it was like you said, it was so much going on. And I'm so happy that a lot of us found a way to get through that
Mhm.
while
Yeah.
being able to help others in the process. So it's just
Yeah.
it was amazing for all of us and all those business owners who started during that time because we needed something.
Yes, we did. And just the communities that we are a part of, it's just like it's amazing. Like, and that's another thing about me, what a lot of people really don't know is that I have always been that person. I just kind of stayed to myself. I had my couple of, high school friends. So the high school friendships has been like 20, like it'll be 20 years that I graduated next year.
Okay.
A long time now.
Right now.
2003. And, we're still friends and everything. But what a lot of people don't know is that I've always just kind of stayed to myself. So when I started my business, that kind of forced me like, you have to network, you have to communicate with different people because your business is just not going to work. So it wasn't uncomfortable, but it was just the anxiety part with
Mhm.
going live, things like that. Like that's what really got me. But once I got over that hump and got into the communities, they just show so much love and they welcome you with open arms. And then when they hear your story, like that just makes it even better because they see, we're all human. We go through things,
Mhm.
and if we can just have each other's back, that means the world. You never know what a conversation may mean to somebody because you never know what they're going through. You just
That's
never know.
true. Right. And so, kind of going with that, what would be one thing you would tell someone who's thinking about starting a business, but they're like, eh.
Yes, so I would tell them make sure that it's something that you are passionate about. You
Mhm.
have to be passionate about it if you want it to really last. Um, Write it down. You have to write down a plan. Like I made a business plan I was in the business class in 2010. I made a business plan and like I always knew that I wanted a women's store. So make a business plan.
Mhm.
Just research, research, research. If you have questions, I'm somebody who you can come and ask if it's dealing with clothing or if it's dealing with, vegan lip gloss, things like that. Definitely come to me because I was one of those people who tried to reach out in my own hometown who I knew like I knew people who had these type of businesses and they just wouldn't give me any information.
Right.
So yeah, so I met a business owner in St. Louis. We hopped on a call. She gave me the rundown. So I appreciate that so much. So if
Mhm.
I can be that person to somebody else, DM me, Sex and Seconds Boutique, on Instagram, or you can email me, Sex and Seconds Boutique at yahoo.com. And, we can sit down and I can give you some information. Can't be stingy, right?
Right. No, that's so true. Because, like you said, there's a lot of individuals out here who won't share, and we could go. That could be a whole separate thing, but they won't share. And
Mm,
then you have like you said, that one person for you. I had a person for me, like you said, sit you down and give you some information. It doesn't cost to point someone in the right direction. I'm not going
exactly.
to sit down and do your whole business plan for you, make your website for you, and do all that for you. But I can point you in a direction. I can let you know some things. It's it's no harm in that. It's
Yep.
enough out here for everybody. So it's no point in being stingy. You know?
Absolutely. So yeah, definitely be passionate about it. Do your research. YouTube have a lot of videos on a lot of different things, like tons of topics. Like so if you're wanting to get into the real estate, or if you want to get into the clothes or the podcasting or whatever, YouTube should be one of your number one sources because they give all the information. Okay, make sure that I believe I said make sure that you're passionate about it. Just believe in yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't try to rush the process, because when you try to rush the process, you may skip over steps that you really need. And just be patient. Like I was one of those people. When I started my business in 2020, I just knew everybody, all my family, everybody was going to shop. But then when it didn't happen, I just kind of got down on myself, like, okay. But then I had to realize maybe they're just not my audience.
Yep.
Like I niched down to postpartum mothers. So a lot of them have not dealt with postpartum, so they really wouldn't understand my story, my backstory as to why I pushed it and started it. So, so it's just getting that business out there to the audience that is in the area that you're niching down, like niche down. Keep God first. Keep God first, Don't question them why, like why isn't this happening? Because everything's going to happen when it needs to happen.
Yep.
So yeah, just stay consistent. And I'll be pushing myself because I have so much going on. So I'll be trying to push myself, like, girl, you got to stay consistent. You got to keep, but it's just taking that time out, just turning off the phone, turning off the TVs, making sure that your kids are settled, just so that you can get that 30 minutes to an hour or whatever, just to kind of put things into place. So, that would definitely be some information that I would say anybody who's wanting to start a business, just kind of follow those steps. And again, I'm here if you have questions.
I love that. Like you said, it is a process. You're going to have those up days, you're going to have those down days. But if you believe in yourself, then you're going to believe in that process. Nothing worth having is going to come easy. You're gonna have to work for it. You're gonna have to put in some little elbow grease, some sweat and tears. I done rolled down a couple hills, climb back up, baby. I'm telling you, it's a process.
Yeah.
So like you said, as long as you're willing to be open to learning something new every day, because every day is going to be different. What worked yesterday is not going to work tomorrow. So you have to be able to go with the flow of it. Trust your passion, but go with the flow of it. So I would say that too. So what I want to do before we head out is let everyone know where they can find you, because I know where to find you, but I would like for my followers to know where they can find you at.
Okay, so on Instagram, it is Sexxy in Seconds Boutique, and that is Sexxy with two X's, SEXXY, in Seconds Boutique. And then on Facebook, it is Sexxy in Seconds Boutique. On TikTok, it is Sexxy in Seconds Boutique 20. That's the year that I started. And on TikTok, not TikTok, but Twitter is Sexxy in Seconds Boutique. On YouTube, it is Sexxy in Seconds Boutique. I am working on getting some information, some videos out there. So yeah, just bear with me, but I promise it's gonna be worth the wait because I'm gonna be dropping some gems.
You guys heard it here. I will make sure I have all of her tags in the description down below. So make sure you guys go and follow her and check her out. She does post pretty frequently. I saw a video today she did on TikTok that was very encouraging. So I'm not going to tell y'all all the tea because I need y'all to go on her TikTok, follow her on TikTok, and then watch the video. But yeah, she does post, and that's one thing, like you said, that consistency is key. They have to be able to see you. They have to be able to know who you are, know what they're buying into. It's all about, like you said, that building that brand, building that relationship, and so those are things that you definitely need. So if you have any questions, I should say, if you need to know more about postpartum depression or anything like that, make sure you guys contact her. Again, all of her information is in the description box. She's on Instagram a lot. She replies very well off Instagram, so go ahead and do that. But and make sure you shop with her. If you can't shop, because I understand money is a little tight right now, that's okay. But make sure you follow her, share her information out to someone who can shop and who can use the information. Let's spread all the knowledge we can about this and what's going on so we can make sure everyone stays happy and healthy and prosper together.
Yes, absolutely.
So I want to thank you so much, Shanda, for stopping by the den today and letting us in a little bit into your business and getting to know you a little bit more.
Absolutely. Thanks for having
Yes.
me.
So I would definitely like to get you back on here because I feel like we can go a little bit more in depth of what from the topics that we were talking about. So I'm going to be reaching out to you about that. So guys, stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right, guys. So make sure you all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Peace.